Hi everyone, my name is Sophia D'Angelo and I am the CEO and founder of Boston Experiential Group. We're an experiential agency based out of the Seaport in Boston, and we handle everything from sponsorship strategy to brand activation to pure event production to nonprofit events to pop-up events, you name it, we pretty much have done it over the past 2 years. I started this YouTube series because I wanted to provide relevant and helpful content to people not only within the event field, but to small businesses, small brands, whoever you may be, who's just looking for some creativity and some ways to stay active and productive during this time. So this is our third installment, and today I'm kind of using what we've done as a case study. So when this first happened and Corona started, someone in the events field, my first thought was to freak out. Absolutely. Definitely had a little bit of a freak out. And my second thought was, okay, pull yourself together. How are you going to pivot? One of the first things that really came to mind, not beyond that, was how do I help while I'm doing it? I have a lot of great partners, other people in my field, venues, restaurants, vendors who were all in the same boat as me. And I really knew that whatever I did, I wanted to make sure I was helping them with it as well. So that's how I came up with my first new position, which was our new digital content strategy. So decided to support one small business every day on Instagram, providing consumers ways to buy gift cards for them or shop or order takeout, whatever it may be. Just highlight one new company each day and expose consumers to new brands they might never have heard of before. The second thing I thought about was, okay, great, I'm helping people, super important. How am I going to stay alive? How am I going to generate revenue for this company? How is BEG going to stay alive? Couple options there, right? For events, obviously hosting virtual events is great if that's your jam. I'm someone who's already experiencing a lot of Zoom fatigue, even with family and friends, which I love, but it just didn't feel like the right way to go. And I'm also stuck at my parents' house in New Jersey, so not really the place to be throwing virtual events. Another option I really took some time and looked into was developing an online training or course. So do you have skills? Do you have knowledge? Do you have experience doing things that your clients and consumers want to learn about? If the answer is yes, you should think about this option. This is a great way to establish some passive income past the Corona times as well. But there are a couple big things to consider, and that's ultimately what made me decide not to go this route. The first is it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of planning. The second thing is it takes funding. It's really important if you're going to spend all this time putting these courses together and potentially looping in professional editors or whatever it may be, that you have the money to promote it. It's really important to make sure that people are going to buy this thing. If you do decide to go this route, I really, really suggest pre-selling, making sure that the interest is there so you don't waste all the time and money and then nothing comes of it. Keeping those things in consideration wasn't the right way to go for me, so that's not an option. Third option was kind of a transformation, evolution of something. So while I was thinking about what to do for these YouTube series and thinking about what my experience was, what my knowledge was, I kind of thought back to the core of BEG's mission, which is to provide fully immersive consumer experiences. So when you walk into one of my events, I'm considering, what is the event going to look like? What is the event going to feel like? What are the smells? What are you hearing? What are you eating? And how does that all tie into the experience we're trying to provide? Whether it's thematic, whether it's a brand launch, whether it's a company function, corporate function, everything has to be fully immersive and just fully thought out. So I thought, okay, how can I take that to consumers when they are at home? So my idea was to create kind of virtual dates for people. And I thought I could do that by, doing different movie reviews for Netflix, doing, reviews of like the best live streaming concerts from different professional musicians who are doing that right now. Just thinking of ways to entertain people, because that's what we really need right now, right? Then, as I was speaking to a friend, he encouraged me to take it one step further, and I honestly give him a lot of credit for this, but he's like, can't you deliver stuff to people's homes? Sorry, if you guys haven't watched these yet, I stumble over my words all the time. And I thought, yeah, and that also leads back to my first part of this plan, which was to help other people. So I looped in one of my chef partners, and we are now delivering BEG date night boxes once a week. They're fully themed, so this week is Italia, and we are doing a live virtual pasta making class. If you're in the Boston area, you're also getting delivered homemade pasta, 3 homemade sauces, Everyone is getting complimentary wine to the meal. You're getting an Italian themed Spotify playlist, which I had so much fun making. And yeah, we're just providing people a little surprise and something fun, something to celebrate the week being done. And each week we're changing it up. So next week we're doing a brunch box. The week after that, it's going to be dumpling night, and just providing, like I said, some entertainment to consumers. And like I mentioned earlier, that's really at the core of what we do. So I'm not here to kind of like rub success in your face. Yes, we found a strategy that worked for us. Yes, we are in a position completely unique, as everyone is. But what I challenge you to do is go back to basics. What's the mission of your company? Whether you can do it right now or you can't. What are you trying to provide? Or what are you giving to consumers? And how do you translate that to something they can do in home? It only has to be a loose thread, right? I don't provide date nights on a normal non-coronavirus times, but I do provide entertainment, and that's what the date night boxes accomplish. So go back to your mission, go back to basics, and think about how you can translate it. Are you a florist? Can you set up deliveries to people's homes, even if you don't normally do that? Are you a performer? Can you do live performances? I have hired so many cool performers. We had aerialists pouring champagne, things like that. I would love to watch that at home. Again, everyone needs entertainment. Are you a venue? You could provide virtual tours for people and encourage them to pre-book with a discount. Just get creative, go back to the core. And if you need to bounce off any ideas off anyone, I'm here. I'm happy to help. Please, please, please reach out, and please comment if you have any other great creative strategies on how other people can pivot. And I wish you all success and health during these tough times. Thank you.